Hello investor, hopefully you are having very good time. In today's video I will cover the Mr. Mohnish Pabrai, as you can see on his image, his portfolio. And in my last video I have reviewed his book, The Dhando Investors, and I have gone through some of the key points from his book. If you haven't watched that, I suggest you go and watch that one. That's a very good book. Okay, in today's we'll see what is in his portfolio, and so he's a value investor, and he follows Warren Buffett. So let's see. So just a quick introduction to myself. I'm a Pramod Kumar. I'm a CFA charter holder and FRM certified, and this is my website. In my channel I usually does the stock valuation using the intrinsic value model, but from the time to time the investor which I admire, we also go through their portfolio. Okay, so without further delay, let's get started. Okay, let me put myself to hide. Okay, so as you can see here, so his portfolio is only include the two stocks, right? So there is no. So first one is Micron Technology, which is 63.48% of his portfolio, which is a huge. So an SRG, which is the which is the 36.52%, right? So which is very concentrated portfolio. So as a normal, so basically there is no diversification benefit, or you can say there is very minimum diversifications, because one is semiconductors company and other is purely a REIT, right? So there is some diversification, but the portfolio is very heavily concentrated into two stocks. So usually in the normal people, there is many stocks are involved. So this means when we read yesterday's his book, and one of the point he's make of infrequent bets, small frequency but a higher bet. So he's really stick into that. So that's one of the reason I just align whether we read from his book, whether he's also we can see from his in portfolio or not. So from at least from that perspective, it is yes. Okay, so let's see what's made up of these. So the Micron Technology Inc. Basically, if I go to its, let me go to its 10K. Okay, so this Micron Technology is this is their 10K 2019, as you can see, and this is a semiconductor company, right? So it's the fourth largest semiconductor. We know that the other semiconductors are like Intel, AMD, those are the very popular ones, right? So for sure this is the fourth largest one, but it's not a small company as well. This is in 18 countries, 13 manufacturing sites, 37,000 team members, and the annual revenue is coming 23.4 billion. So which is a very good. And just on the high level, so it's also diversify in many countries as well. So okay, so from the top level looks okay. Okay, so the next one is, let's check out it's the company. So if I go to the Yahoo Finance website and just quickly see the price, right? So right now the price is traded around 47.83, so which is little bit right, that's what is having. It's still lower than is, if I see this is a 5-year 1 weekly, so I can maybe change it to the monthly chart, so which is still a lower, right? So the highest is 57.59, at least from the 5 year perspective, so it's lower. But if I see from its is the 52 week 1 year, so it went up to $61, the highest, right? And the earnings, so this means the company is 1.99, but as the PE ratio is 24.02. so usually these PEs, if I see last time on the Intel was way low, but I also show the comparative analysis on the next slide. But if I see the earning estimate, if it's pretty much consistently beats the estimates, right, which we can easily see here. So this means whenever it beats something, the price goes up. So anyway, this is but this is pretty on the high level, but on the Mr. Pabrai side, he must be looking this as the very value stock, right? The deep value stocks. Okay, so if I see on the return on investment capital on this company is pretty much, it is like a waving, right? So it was around 10% when it started, and then went all the up to the 30% range, and then it comes down to only 4.29%, right? Which is very, very low. So I expect this to be again now going up, because if I see this cycling, so like 2013, and then it goes up to 15, and this is making a newer higher, right? So if I expect this to be going up. Okay, so if I compare this this ticker with the Intel and Nvidia stock, which is the close competitors of with the Micron semiconductor, so the gross margin from the Micron is 29% as compared to 33% is Intel, and Nvidia is 28. So this means if I compare with Nvidia, is for sure from the gross margin perspective, this is very good. But if I see from the operating EBIT margin perspective, this is nowhere near to these bigger companies, right? So which is only 12% as compared to these other ones. Return on equity, again, it's only half, is 6.22, and it's 11 and 12%. Return on assets, as we can already see, is lower as well. So if I so these are the comparative analysis, right, on these companies. So from the high level, so seems like, so I haven't did any stock valuation, so where I'll use the model and really trying to find out the intrinsic value. So the Mr. Mohnish is the very, very renowned guy, and right, so this means he's seeing a lot of value or upscale from the Micron company, right? Whereas the Intel, we have seen that Intel, I have did the stock valuation on the Intel as well, and there I see this as compared to the margin and the net profit growth, where is higher, but the stock is only trading right now at PE of, I remember that time was 10 or 9 or 10, right? So which is a buy, so that's very good. But at the same time, I think what he might be looking at this still at the deep value stock. So let me know what you think about it, and or you want me to do the stock valuation for it as well, but that's from his perspective. Okay, the next one is, if I compare, the next one is SRG, ticker is Seritage Growth Properties, and this is simply a REIT stock, right? So if I honestly, when I looked this into the first time, this stock, it was, everything was negative, and I was so pissed off, right? Why this is so negative, and why he did the investment on this one, right? It's because if you can see because on his book he says it should have the established business, right, and consistent cash flow, but here I am seeing everything is net margin, EBITDA, operating, return on assets is negative. What's on the earth? So you can go on the company website, but it's just a simple read. But then when I looked into the further high level, I can easily see right now, if I pull the Yahoo Finance and see the stock price. So as you can see here, the Seritage is only trading at the $15 price, I think, right? So which is pretty much nothing, right? So, but if I look into the 15-14, but if I look into the company book value, is easily $19. So this means the heavy investor like Mohnish, or I'm not sure what, or like a big investor who has a lot of money, they can easily go and buy the asset, because REIT is nothing but underlying is the assets, right, where the cash flow is generated based on the investment on the property. It can be specialized in plaza or residential or anything, right? So I have done some REITs analysis in my video as well. Feel free to check it out. But that's a simple math as well. So I think that's what might be he's looking, that right now the value is coming because the assets is value is very higher than as reflected it is in market price, right? I remember when I looked into this a month or two ago, the price was even lower, right? So it has even more margin of safety there. So and from his perspective, I believe he's looking from that this stock is for sure it will go up very well. So that's what my take is. I'm not sure, it's just my opinion on both of the stocks. So let me know what you think about this stock, or if you think have you bought these two stocks, or have you thinking of buying is. From his perspective, it's a multi-bagger, both that this means it can goes into multiple times of the price, right? But what's your opinion on it? Do you think that can be good from your portfolio perspective? You want to add it? Have you already added? Do you have any other of your semiconductor or any other stock which you think it can go multi-bagger or multiple times in the future? So please put it in the comments, and do like and subscribe to if you are new to the channel. And thank you very much, and hopefully see you soon in the next video. If you want me to cover any other super investor portfolio, please put in the comment as well. But otherwise, on my channel I already did on the Mr. Warren Buffett and Bill Gates portfolio and Charlie Munger, if I'm not mistaken, a while back. Okay, thank you, and bye for now.